All right, I got a special one for the Zappa fans out there today. Tunes from Shut Up and Play Your Guitar, especially the Frank Zappa Guitar Book that Steve Vai did all those transcriptions from. So we're gonna do some of the easy stuff so you can play rhythm like your Zappa's rhythm guitar player and jam along the rhythms, and Zappa will be playing the solo on top of you, okay? I got this one signed by Dweezil, as you can see, when they were doing that Roxy tour. All right, y'all, here we go. First thing we're gonna do is 5-5-5, where it starts. It's a measure of 5-8 and a measure of 5-4 all through the song. So one way you can do it is okay, so I was kind of loosely, based on kind of how he starts that out. I improvised a little bit. Okay, so what we have going on there is you could do that where you go. So you have the pull-offs on the threes. You keep the 4 and the 3 down, the B and E strings. So you got to go da 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 da. So you do that twice, and then you come down to the first fret. So it's. So that one goes dee da dun, dee da dun dun. So 2, 3, and. Then you come to the 5th, 5th to 7th, and then 8 to 7. And then 10 to 12. And then just the 11. So that one is. Okay, now the other thing you can do is you could do one note at a time. It kind of really sounds like that. There's 2 guitars doing it underneath him. One's doing each string, so to be. Okay, and then the other one would be on the G string. Okay, and then he gets into the G minor scale, so he goes 3, 5, 6, 8, and then he comes back up 11 to 10 up there. So that is your minor 6 note. If you look at that G minor scale, that's the one that makes it the Aeolian mode, the natural minor mode, as opposed to if it had that raised 6th note, which makes it a Dorian mode. So we have. And then you want to know where the rest of all your G minor scales to be able to play up the neck on this one. Okay, so that was a bit of 5-5-5. Like I said, the book kind of says, the Steve Vai transcribed Frank Zappa book says that you kind of do it like this. But it does sound like two split up guitars doing those single notes on the D and G string to me when I listen to the album. Okay, so the next one is Heavy Duty Judy. So we just have kind of a basic rhythm that we can do, and he solos over the top of that rhythm. So it's... It's 9-9-9 E chord on the D, G, and B strings. You're gonna go. You're gonna hammer into the F sharp minor chord there, 11, 11, 10 on the same strings. So we got, and that's a D chord, 7, 7, 7, same strings. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and he's in the E Mixolydian mode. So that's an E major scale with a flat 7. So it's got the D in it. Otherwise, it's an E major scale. So it's good to know where your Mixolydian. Okay, E Mixolydian, Heavy Duty Judy. Now this one I just have the riff that repeats underneath his solo the whole time. This is the Deathless Horsie. So it goes. Okay, so it's 4, 5, 4 on the B, and then 6 on the G, 6, 4 on the D, and then 4, 6, 5 on the B, back to the 6. That's the whole thing. So. Okay, and for that one, he's in the B major scale. Okay, B major scale, the Deathless Horsie. Now we're going to do Treacherous Cretins. We got... Okay, so that was 6, the F note on the B string, 5, 7, 5 on the E string, and then we go to the E note, the 5th fret. Same notes on top. And then you have some reggae chords. You have... And then the scale he has for this one, this ends up being in F Lydian Augmented, which I guess is the 3rd degree of the D melodic minor. So I haven't done a lot with melodic minor myself, so this is interesting. So it's F, G, A, B. So it's like a F major. Here's the F major. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? So that would be F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. But what we have is F, G, A, and then we have a B, which makes it like a Lydian because you have that raised 4th note. And then we're going to raise the 5th note too. So that makes it like an augmented with that sharp 5 in it. So we've got F, G, A, B, C sharp, and then the D, E, F. So if you looked at it up here, it'd be like F, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F. So it's like. Okay, so that kind of stuff. So have fun with that one. Once again, your rhythm was 2, 3, and boom. And I've got this F. I've got this 8, 7, 5, 6, 5. F chord there, 3, 4. And then A7. And now we're going to do a jam on the variations on the Carlos Santana secret chord progression. So this is just G minor 7, 3, 5 with 3s, down to a C major, 3, 5, 5, 5. So it's. And you use your G Dorian mode. That's the one that has the raised 6, makes it the Dorian instead of the Aeolian. There it is again. Okay, so G Dorian. And on the, like, this is like Oye Como Va kind of. And so think about it. So this note goes with that C chord. So be sure to use that sometimes when you're on that C and you know, play around with it in the scale, of course. So how about we jam on that real quick? 2, 3, and. This is from Joe's Garage, Packard Goose. This is also in that Frank Zappa book. Okay, so we have the F sharp note here, the second fret of the E string. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. That's the E note, second fret of the D string. We go from that one to the E, and then to the B, second fret of the A string. So it's actually in 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3. And it's just really fun to play along with the record and just play that rhythm as he's just tearing up these solos on top. And so for Packard Goose, you would be in the F sharp Mixolydian mode. So it's an F sharp major scale with that flat 7 again. So that'd be an E in this case. So you notice you had E in the riff, right? So. And up here to be. Okay, F sharp Mixolydian, major with the flat 7. Okay, then the last thing I have for you here is Black Napkins. So we have 2 chords in this one. C sharp minor 7 and D major 7. So it's like starting on the A string, we got 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. And then the D major 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3. So this is really in the key of A major, but you have this tonal center that shifts from the C sharp minor to the D major 7. So more than think of the A major scale, I like to think more of it as like, think of it as you're in C sharp minor, like think about C sharp minor pentatonic. And then when you get to that D major 7, think about a D major 7 arpeggio. And the C a minor 7 arpeggio. So we got 9, 12, 11 on the A, 9, 11 on the D, 9 on the G, and 9, 12, 9, 12 up here. So those are just the notes in that chord. And then we go to this one, 10, and then 9, 12, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9, 10. Okay, so how about try to jam out on that a little bit, using the C sharp minor pentatonic as kind of a starting point. So 1, 2, 3. And then his little lead melody there is like. All right, the great Frank Zappa Guitar Book, transcribed by Steve Vai. That was our lesson today. We went through, let's see, 555, Heavy Duty Judy, Deathless Horsie, Treacherous Cretins, variations on the Carlos Santana secret chord progression, Packard Goose solo from Joe's Garage, and this is Black Napkins from Zoot Allures. All right, peace out to all you Frank Zappa fans. We'll talk to y'all soon.